All right, we back with Dope Story Cory, aka Black on C-Bone. I want to.
What's good, ladies and gentlemen?
I want to get
Yes, sir.
I want to get some tour stories. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear why you traveling around the world with the Purple Ribbon All Stars, Outkast.
So what year was the height of that? Like what was the height? What year was like you were saying?
I had a lot of different runs. I had a great Outkast run.
So you was on tour with Outkast?
Yeah, forever. Yeah, I thought you were bullshit.
After what album? No, what tour?
I started with Outkast after the first album.
After
Southern
Playlist.
Aliens, from AT Aliens on is me.
Wow.
I was in Dallas.
I'm jealous.
Southern Playlist. I was like, I'm going back home. I was watching MTV and I seen Jermaine and Freedom on National one time. They were doing a special. Outkast was doing a special. And I was telling people, I used to tell my homeboys, I was like, I know that. That's my homeboy. I know him. They were like,
right.
Yeah. Whatever, nigga.
But I wasn't lying.
You weren't lying. But you got to understand where they was coming from, too, though, because you know Atlanta nigga.
I was screaming College Park back then. I'm talking about heavy. I was College Park till we died.
I'm going to tell you my first, after you finish, I'm going to tell you my first Outkast experience, but go ahead.
So, to answer your question, I started as just hanging out with Outkast. Right. I got like
in the circle.
I got the real dope.
Just in the circle, just like in the circle.
I was the man. Like I was just in the circle. Like I was pulling up. Like what's happening? Like I was an asset.
Without admitting anything.
Right.
AKA the plug.
Absolutely. Right. What's the new word? I mean, the old word. Absolutely. So I was pulling. I was the man. Long story short. Then I went from that, and I was like, okay, man, I got the buzz. So now I'm trapped. Now I'm feeling like big boy, come on the road with me. Okay, shit, let's go.
He invited you on the road with him.
Let's go. Let's go to L.A.
And this is, what album is this?
You want to know my first road trip?
What I was about to say what album? I'm trying to gauge the experience you would have been going through. What album was this? Because the first one, they were popular here in the South.
AT Aliens was the first.
Oh, well then, yeah.
I think my first big road trip was when he went and did the video, All in My Grills with Missy Elliott.
Oh, I forgot about that song.
He was at Mr. DJ house and he was like, you want to go out of town? I was like, shit, where we going? He was like, L.A. I was like, hell yeah. Let's go. We like, where we going? He was like, in the morning. I'm like,
riding out.
Hold on, I got 2 balls to get rid of.
So look. I move weight, no balls. No balls. Big weight. Anyway,
14 and above.
No. Big blocks. 1,000 grams of butter.
No, we're going to edit that out.
Anyway. So the first thing, I went to L.A. and we got to L.A., we were shooting a video, and he was like, and the director was like, hey, your boy don't want to get in the video? I was like, he talking about me.
Like you just playing up to the side and shit?
I'm straight College Park.
Right. We ain't jocking nobody.
No, but I got my own shit right now.
You got your hand crossed? Yeah, I can see him right now, but just like this.
I got about 250 in the closet cash. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
so yeah.
All y'all gonna be talking to me when this video over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the man in a minute. Y'all gotta come holler at me.
So check the game. He was like, put your boy in the video. He was like, you want to get in the video? I was like, me? I was like, hell yeah. So long story short. Once I did that, All in My Grill, and then y'all can go pull that back up and see me back there. And once I did that, and the attention, I think it's like, I might have think about the recognition I might have to start getting.
Right.
It's like when I got the bug.
Oh, they say fame is a drug. It says a drug. It is.
So that leads to my next question. Y'all touring.
Right.
In all these different places.
Right.
Off the AT Aliens album.
I mean, just any album out there. I'm going for every tour that you participate, every performance. I want to know which venue did the ladies show you the most titties? Because you know how the fans like to raise their shirt up
on the spot. Are you married? This is purposes.
Man, I got one. We was on the Purple Ribbon tour one time, and we was in Alabama. Me, Killer,
thick white girl,
Super Concrete. We was down there. We was doing like a strip club show,
and
we was doing it in the club. And I thought. And at this time, I had my son on tour with me, showing him the ropes, right?
Right.
So this time, I was like, we're going to a strip club. Like, I have a boy with me. Like, no, ain't going to be no dancers. Ooh, I'm like, okay.
So we going to perform. We going to perform and get out. That's what they sold you on, yeah.
Yeah.
We going to perform and get out.
Man, we started performing, man. I started seeing titties and ass and shit. So I'm like, where's my little boy?
eyes wide open. No, he was like, "Dad."
Like this.
He did. He wasn't peeking. He
he
wasn't.
Daddy,
coming
you told
through.
me. You told me that to look. You told me that to look, Dad.
So that was a great experience, man. When I seen them strippers come out, man, I was looking for my son. I said, "Where's my son at?" Man, had his hand with his eye. He's like, "Oh, it was cute."
See, he didn't get baptized like the rest of us because all of us was in the strip club
we-
at what 14, 15.
Yeah.
Montrey. Shout out to
I was about
Montrey.
to say that. I think we had a class in Banneker. I remember it was like Montrey's 101.
Shout out to my boy Kevin Smith, man.
It was like Montrey and Charles 202.
Make this a drop. Make this a drop. Shout out to my boy Kevin Smith, aka Smith Rock.
Smith Rock.
He told me all about Montrey.
Montrey's, man.
Smith Rock went off of Montrey one day, boy.
Yeah. What I remember about you, Nathaniel was your homeboy, right? Nate.
my boy, man.
Nate.
Yeah.
And I remember him being when I heard him on the Outkast, I was like, I know that dude. I was in Hawaii when Southern Playlist came out.
Right.
And then I was like, I know that dude. But that wasn't on the Southern Playlist. It was on ATLS. But I was like, I was like, Nate, I know that
He
dude.
was on that.
That was your homeboy. Like that's what I remember about you. That was your homeboy.
He was on that break, and I was on Weed Break on that album.
You what?
Yeah.
The stem season, everything.
That's you?
Come on now.
That's
Plane ticket and everything. 65.
That's you?
Come on
I
never knew that was you. I didn't know that was you.
I never knew that was you.
That was my first taste getting but that was my first one.
Hey, you go ahead and keep that, man. You go ahead.
When I got in the booth, I left that and I was like,
Stem season.
I'm rapping.
Stem season.
I'm on Outkast album.
Really? Cool.
That was my first
I
plat.
did not know that was you.
That was my first plat.
That's on my playlist. Like that's just I recite that
A
shit.
dude just did a skit about it, like
Stem season and everything.
It was pretty cool
I can't
skit,
fuck with
too.
you then. Yeah.
that was me and Big Boy.
That was you and Big Boy. Yeah, it was Big Boy.
That's all right. See, that's the little nuggets.
That's the little niggas I didn't know about. I didn't know that was you.
Yeah, that was, that's part of the entry into the game.
I'm about to say then the bug
That's
got the bug got you.
We on
Like,
the same page, right.
these niggas getting paid. Can I do something too and get paid?
How'd you get hooked up with Jock for that Dope Boy Magic though?
Oh, that's a great story. Shout out to my boy Chino Dollar, man. Chino is Jock right hand man right now. You'll see Chino in all the specials on what's that show they got? Love and Hip Hop.
Right.
You'll see Chino right there with him. So me and Chino travel the rappers. When I say that, y'all know what I'm saying. So me and Chino, we
You
had a
already know.
relationship. Like, so me and Chino was doing our thing. I mean, we had a great run too. Shout out to Chino and my Athens boys. To y'all, this hand.
Salute.
Yeah, shout out to my Athens boys, Nardo, Quiet, and all them good boys, man. So me and Chino, we had a great run, great business deals and shit. So me and Chino was doing our thing. And Chino was like, but Chino was one of them guys that he always said he did something.
Right.
I do this now. Okay, Chino. Build in the basement. Come to my basement. He built a whole new basement. Build in the studio. Come see the studio. You see the studio. The next thing I know, I'm producing. Okay, you producing. Got new artists. Okay, new artist. Got an artist named Young Jock. Okay, named Young Jock. Got this song called Dope Boy Magic. You want to get on it? I come on and check it out. Went over there. Actually, Young Jock was sleeping in his basement at the time. No hate on
Like
him.
he's straight College Park though.
No hate on me. It's part of his story. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So Jock was over there living with Chino at the time. Met Jock, walked down there, woo woo. And he had the beat playing, and Dope Boy Magic actually came from our relationship. You know what I'm saying? So he did.
Where'd you record your music at? Like what part of
the
town?
beat. I did a lot of my music with Carl Mo. Carl Mo, shout out to Carl Mo. He did The Way You Move. He did Pastor Troy.
That's one of my favorite videos because they yeeked it up in that video and they kind of like show Atlanta. They show Atlanta culture. And they be yeeking that shit up.
I'm giving all love to that. Shout out to TCP. Shout out to the crowd, please. That's who yeeked it up in that video.
Right.
Splat, A-Dog, Poison, and Wood. Yeah, all them.
Yeah.
That way.
But
yeah, so Carmo was like my first producer that really took to me. And so that's how Carmo actually got the track. That's how The Way You Move track was created because that was my producer. That was the first outside producer that actually produced for Outkast. It's always been Dre or Organized Noise. And then it was Carmo, so I broke the barrier on that. I broke a lot of barriers, you know what I'm saying? So I brought Carmo in, but I brought Jews to the table. I didn't bring no bullshit.
Right.
Where you move is diamond, still selling. Come on now.
What a lot of people don't know is that Atlanta hip hop history, everybody like turned somebody else on. And it was kind of like how it was in the early days of Atlanta hip hop. Like you knew somebody, the Edward J mixtapes, and then Edward J mixtapes, and you learn somebody new, and you learn somebody new, you learn somebody new.
So to answer your question, my first recording hole was in an apartment in Riverdale, Carmore apartment. We call it
Riverdale.
We call it Dirty Flow Productions.
Was
Dirty
it
Flow.
Was
Dirty
it off
Flow
of Laura
Productions.
Roswell?
And that's where we came up with the beat Gangsta Shit, and that was my first real hit.
That's your first song?
Gangsta Shit. That was my first national song. We went 6 million platinum.
Is it on Spotify?
Well, that shit on everything.
Everything.
Will we get in trouble if we play it right now?
Do you really
Who owns the publishing?
I still own my publishing. I haven't sold mine.
See, that's smart. How'd you learn about that part of the business? Like, I know the music business is shady as fuck.
Okay, I'm gonna give you this game. This is $1 million worth of game.
Nah,
Right
that-
now.
Oh yes, okay.
Y'all
Stop.
listen up.
Yeah. Y'all heard this
No,
$1 million
we-
game right
we
here.
focusing in.
Focusing in.
$1 million worth of game. When you sign a record deal, record companies don't show you how to get your money. So when you ever hear artists tell you like, "Man, they took all my money. I ain't getting no money." For one, you don't have your royalties right. You don't have your international royalty, domestic royalty. You don't have your ASCAP or you don't have your BMI right.
Right.
If you don't have your number and your name connected to none of your songs, you're not going to get paid.
You don't have no part of that.
You're just doing music.
Right. And somebody else owns that.
Right now, I get checks right now, not to brag, but I get Outkast royalty checks
You
like,
still get royalty from
Yeah.
Purple Ribbon?
wow, I'm most swung on you. Well, do I still get royalty? Them motherfuckers come like the royalty. Them motherfuckers come like goddamn the lottery checks, Jack.
I actually was trying to say it like a surprise thing, like because people probably think you don't. People probably think you don't
And
get
that's
them.
what we don't give a fuck
Yeah.
what people think.
And here we go back to the beginning.
Right,
Yeah.
right. You feel what I'm saying? So that we don't. But what I'm saying is, I get them like I get sound. I get checks I get quarterly every 3 months. I get checks for my work.
Is that? But that's not normal. That's not normal, is it?
But
Is that normal?
it's not normal, but I put in work to get those checks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's like no matter what the price, what the amount of the check is, it's still proceeds that's coming the rest of my life. So my kids and my grandkids will still get these royalties.
I was about to
You know
say
what I'm
that's the part I don't understand. Like, so when somebody makes a song, say I made a song, and I wrote the song, and then I did the music too. How do I get the most compensation from?
I'll tell you how it's broke down.
That's what I'm trying to get to. Like, how?
Songs 100%, right? 100%. Producer automatically gets 50.
So the producer's the
That's
person who
why-
made the music.
That's why when you say this is a producer house, they were like, damn. Teddy Riley, all producers. Have you ever noticed producers always got all the money? Artists don't have the money.
Right.
That's why artists start producing.
What about the lyrics though?
Breaking it down. You
All
can
right.
break it down. 100%. Producer get 50%. Hooks are 15%.
Really?
So if I did the hook and I sung the hook, that's 15%. So what's that?
Is
65?
that much money in
65.
hooks? That's that much money in
So
hooks.
that's
Yeah.
65, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now the
You got
artist
35 left, right?
35 left. So if I get you on the track, 10%, 10%, and I get what? 15.
15.
There you go.
And that's how it works. That's the music game.
So right now, I get a certain percentage of kryptonite, right? I just
Right.
got a check for $2,500 of the day because of my percentage of the song. You know what I'm
So
saying?
you did say that you were getting involved in the streaming game. So how does the streaming money, if you can't divulge too much, how does the streaming money work? Because I've heard all kind of different things about like motherfuckers get like
200
like half.
200,000 streams might equal $10, $20.
That's why I was like, I heard like you get like 0.5% or 0.5% off of one stream.
But just think about it. All somebody do is tap in, though. That is the best way to make some fucking money. That's what tap
So-
in mean. The word, they're like, tap in.
So let's
Tap
talk about
in.
the biggest streamer. So let's say somebody get 1 million views. I don't know what
Let
you
me tell you
do.
the biggest streamers right now.
Who?
The biggest streamers right now is Drake
Oh,
and
of course.
and NBA Youngboy.
Is he?
Right. Ghana's beating Thug Out right now in streaming. Let me see somebody you might know that don't.
So in
Trippie Redd, you ever heard of him?
yeah, I know Trippie. So
He's hot.
in a roundabout, how much revenue would that generate for the top streamers? Just ballpark it. Like how much? I'm just curious.
5 to 6 million.
A year?
You should see.
You see his face? Yeah.
Really?
Easy.
That much?
My company gave out 1.5 in signing bonuses last year, and I'm talking about millions.
Just for streaming? Oh yeah, you see, that's why I like the younger generation.
Yeah,
They was
we
like, "We gonna get paid.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know what
I'm,
we're
with it.
here."
I'm not oblivious to it. no
That's
more.
why I
I'm
hate
with
people.
it.
That's why I hate people try to talk progress. Like we've always been progressing as a society. This shit gonna progress. Like
Right.
the next generation is gonna take it to the next level. We had our turn. We
Right.
got cell phones and beepers and shit. Next generation got smartphones. It's going to keep on progressing. You can't get mad at these kids for learning how to
And you
get
can't
revenue.
be- and we actually sound, and I'm gonna say it for my generation, we sound ignorant.
Yeah, we do.
I ain't
Like-
doing that. I don't do that.
Like
I even said it once or twice in my
Yeah.
life.
I have too. Like
I'm gonna tell you something I gotta go to now. And I said I wasn't gonna do it, and I'm gonna claim true. TikTok.
me too. I said I hate that shit.
And I felt like, man, I'm too old to be on the motherfucking TikTok. But let me tell you some real shit. I actually get paid from Instagram and Facebook now. They actually pay me.
Dude.
Direct deposit.
So you found you monetize your shit.
I done figured this shit out, bro. I get money. I got
All right,
streams.
so we're gonna have an off-camera conversation.
Only streams I need now is the $1 million. I need the $1 million lumps. Now I just need like $1 million came from here. $1 million.
We going to class after this episode.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So yeah.
I mean, because we all know what happens because we started the digital age. Our generation started MySpace, the Yahoo days. We started that, but this next generation took it to the next level, and they figured out how to get paid.
When you start seeing these kids with all this money down there,
yeah, and they be like 20 years old, 21 years old,
And my company, the company in 1 RPM is like we have a tool. It's called. I ain't gonna say what it's called, but we got a tool, and I can put your name or your name in, and I can tell your streams around the world. Like I can tell how many streams you got, where you streaming at.
Well, information's power. Like
streaming.
that's how everything works now. Like how much streams they getting, how many views they getting, what does it look like?
You can build an algorithm off of that.
Off of that, yeah.
Algorithm Andrews. Y'all gonna catch on in a minute. Y'all gonna catch on in a minute, man.
Y'all know algorithm Andrews.
Y'all catch on in a minute, man. I get your algorithm right, man. Algorithm bring dollars, man.
Dollar bill, y'all.
Fuck wrong with your dope story. Y'all got the heads of the kick in there. Fuck you talking about. Nigga,
So I'm also hearing that you got your hands in some other ventures as well.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad you
comedy
brought that up.
special,
I'm
right?
glad you brought it up before we get out of here, man. Me and Henry Welch, King Henry Welch at Instagram, we actually manifest a comedy special. Brian, wake up. I'm talking. We actually
I think showing me out of this.
we actually manifest. Look at, I look greasy. We actually manifest a comedy special
Vaseline.
called "I'm From the A to the A." We did it by 2 years ago during the pandemic.
Okay.
So it was a good little turnout. We did the Uptown Comedy Club before they went to Virginia when they were still in Hateville, the original one. And we pitched it to Tubi. Tubi is the free network on, you get them big screens from Walmart.
It's Tubi and Freebie. There's two of them. It's Tubi and Freebie.
Well, Tubi the one we on. T-U-B-I. Fuck
Don't you
Freebie.
support Freebie.
Fuck Freebie.
We not on that one.
Tubi is where
Tubi,
we
where
on.
we at. We at. That's where we at.
T-U-B-I. Yes.
See,
Hey,
Tubi.
So you ended up being one of the executive producers on that, correct?
So I am the executive producer on that. Me and Henry Welch. Shout out to TL Ford, my homeboy T. He actually got a movie on Tubi now called Products of American Ghetto. So he had to plug at Tubi.
Okay.
So he plugged us with the Tubi man, and we worked on this project with Henry Welch. Me and him, we set out to do our project to be a stand-up like special,
Right.
but we didn't never know it was gonna go on Tubi, right? So TL4 hooked us up. Fat Boy T hooked us up with the guy at Tubi over there. So
Right.
We ended up hooking up with him. Long story short, it popped up on Tubi. They sent us an email 2 days before Christmas and said your Tubi special will be aired on Tubi today. So it was
That's
a blessing.
dope.
Yeah, so it was a blessing 2 days before
So
Christmas.
y'all check that out. And
From
then
A to the A, King Henry Welch from A to the A. It's called Henry Welch from A to the A on Tubi, produced by yours truly.
And then last quick question. You said your boy that was already at Tubi that had the movie Products of American.
Products of American
Is
Ghetto.
that the same guy that has the clothing line at the pop-up shop?
That's my guy. That's me and my guy, Fat Boy T, a.k.a. TL4. He's the guy that me and him actually started doing the pop-ups together. He's the original pop-up shop owner / member. And me and him, we were doing the pop-up shops together. So he actually came up. He actually found the pop-up shop store in Roosevelt.
Fuck y'all! I'm over here deep breathing.
Man down.
He's trying to hold it. Chris trying to hold it together. He was like, no, I can't do that.
But I'm looking at Chris outside. I'm looking at Holly outside of my eye, and he looking like. And so I'm like, what are you looking at? And you over there like that. And I just hear you saying.
I was trying to be good. I was like,
So look at my boy shout out, man. So he's one of the brands in the pop-up shop apparel, Products of American Ghetto. He's actually responsible for founding the pop-up shop apparel. He's a pioneer. He's a founder. He's one of my dogs that inspired me to keep doing pop-ups and keep going on and pumping my brand. Shit, he even borrowed me $100 one time to buy about 5 T-shirts to go do a pop-up shop. You know what I'm saying? So it's real nigga shit. Shout out to my boy TF for it and free him. You feel me?
oh my God.
He all right. Don't worry about him, y'all. He all right. He ain't laughing at my homeboy. He just laughing.
I'm in bad shape.
Him and Chris gonna have a meeting. Hey, yeah, man.
You
look at my eyes on the camera. Yeah, man. Like
you're not doing this right. You're not doing this right. Yeah, you're not doing this right.
Like it was cool.
It was cool in the beginning, but it's
cool
not.
when you do it.
You do it.
Probably when I do it. Fuck them. You feel?
Yeah, that's how we work. But like, it was all good in the beginning.
I'm gonna start being professional too. Fuck this shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Kind of pop, man. You know what I'm saying?
Unsolicited. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, man.
Well, we want to thank Algorithms
on here,
aka Dope Story
Cory,
aka Black Owned C-Bone, for following through.
Thank you for coming back, sir.
Rock Hard's Unlimited Studios, Unsolicited Podcast,
One more
Season
time,
4.
Man,
One
shout
more
out to
again.
Unsolicited Opinions, man. This is my second time out here, man. I hope I can see this drop.
No, it's dropping this time. It's gonna drop this time.
So everybody from the South Side can watch. You know, we
and then we're gonna move to your company.
We gonna blow you. I got you, baby boy. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we not doing. We just doing. We say it's for fun, but no, we trying to blow.
No, it ain't for fun, man. Let's get our weight up.
Get this bread.
Hey, look, let me give my draw. Hey, man, Black on C-Bone, the number one pick on your dope boy team. You can find me at mydopestores.com. You can also find me at the Pop-Up Shop Apparel, 2459 Roosevelt Highway, College Park, Georgia, 30317. You can find me at Black on C-Bone. You can find me at My Dope Stores. You can find me on Facebook at Black on Cory, Black on C-Bone Andrews. Hey, man, and Dope Story Cory. You can find me also, all my streamers, you can also find me at Cory at 1RPM. Cory at 1RPM.com.
So if you're really interested, you have no excuse.
Cory at
everywhere.
1RPM.com. You can find me, man. I ain't hiding.
He ain't hiding.
I don't owe a motherfucking shit.
You know why he not hiding?
Understand me?
Because he College Park. We don't hide.
Dope Story Cory, what I'm hiding for, man. Hey, man. Shout out to my family,
We're going to be there. We're going to be there. College Park don't hide.
Till you see us again, man. Peace and hair grease and money on the sheets. Yeah. I tried.